good morning, or whatever time of day it is for you. This is week number 4. Week number 4 of Finished in February Vlogs, where I went through, if you haven't watched the other ones, it'd be easier for you if you wanted to go back and watch those ones. If not, I'll just do a quick intro now. Where I went through all of my knitting and crochet projects to find ones that had been lingering for a while and dragged them out, counted them all up. It was 9. And some of them, most of them, are quite big projects, like blankets or jumpers. And I wanted to try and finish all of them. I don't think that's going to happen. Spoiler. By the end of February. So I won't go through all of what the projects are because I've already been through that in the first episode. However, I will go through the ones I've been working on, and one of them is finished. The Granny Square Black Scrap Blanket, finished. All the ends are woven in. So from 9 to 8 projects. So the ones I'm still working on, and I would like to get finished as soon as possible. Really, I would like to have this blanket project finished by next week. I don't think I'll have it done by the beginning of week 5, but I'm hoping to have this done in by next Friday, maybe. Hoping, because I'm sick of it. I want it off my needles, and the thing is, it's getting quite sizable. Oh, I just bashed myself with one of those needles, and it's quite a heavy. Well, it's not heavy, but it's a hard. It hurt, basically. So it's not quite big enough to be a blanket yet, unfortunately. And even if it was, I'd probably still continue, because I don't want to have this lingering in my stash any longer. I've got too much yarn in my stash, so I don't want to have to put back these random skeins. I want them all in the blanket. So, started a new cake yesterday. It's January the 21st, by the way, just in case I didn't say at the moment. Wednesday, January 21st. And I didn't even introduce myself, did I? For the people who don't know, I'm Anna. I'm a yarn hand dyer. I live in Essex in the UK. I have a cat called Feyre. I have 2 dogs, Odin and Dieter, and I live with my sister. Yeah, and that's it. So this blanket is being knit from Lion Brand Yarns Boogie Nights. And the colour is Deuces Wild. Yeah, it's just a simple stocking stitch, stockinette, blanket, knit 1 row, purl 1 row, on and on and on. It's a bit soul destroying, but I want to get it done. This again, I think, is going to be put away as a Christmas present, just like the crochet blanket, or birthday present. I don't mind. Oh, it's getting heavy though. I've put a stitch marker in, so I did 7 inches for this last week. Did I put a stitch marker in? I didn't put a stitch marker in. I put a stitch marker in the other one. So I've done 7 inches this week, which is 1 inch more than previous. I'm hoping I want to try and do 9 inches for this coming week. Yeah, stitch mark it in. progress keep it in. And then the other project, which I did 9 inches on during this week, is this baby blanket. And then I'm hoping, so it's at 18 inches, I think I worked out. So it's getting closer. So if I get like, I did 9 inches, I'd like to do a few more inches, really crack on with it. If I could get to like 11 inches, that would be quite good to really get this off. So I get this hopefully finished in the first week of February. That would be the ideal. It's quite a pretty stitch pattern. Yep, they're the 2 I am working on. I will update you as the week goes on, and my mind went blank. I'll update you as the week goes on and pop in some like vlog footage. I've got some nice feedback on the dog walks and things, so I anything like that I go on, I will pop in, and I'll probably do a little bit because we're hoping to be painting soon in our hallway. Very excited. It's been such hard work. Stripping, I don't know how many years of paint off of wood, off of the staircase, off of the doors is such hard work. It's such hard work. It's so slow going, but from all the research we've done, it will be worth it in the end. In the end, we will appreciate having that beautiful finish. So don't judge too harshly, because the dining room that I'm in at the moment and the hallway, while we're like redecorating, are horrendous. They are. This is like the one little good-ish, and it's not even that good, area that I can film in. That's not just an absolute. So don't judge us too harshly. It will not remain like this. I will give you a quick tour before we get the flooring put down and we've painted and everything, so then we can do like a nice before and after. It always has to get worse before it gets better when it comes to things like decorating or reorganizing, you know. I remind myself of that. Excuse the fact that 2 of my nails doesn't have nail polish on. All of the others, absolutely fine. But these 2 chipped in the first day. So I shouldn't have. I should have soaked the varnish off, but I picked it off. So I'm going to redo those today. Tried a new base coat and primer. I think it's Beetles, because the other one we have that we got, the other ones we've had, because it's the gel like base and top coat for UV lamps, it just peels off, and like within a couple of days the nail varnish is just lifted at the corner, it just comes straight off. So we're hoping this one's going to be better. So far these ones did chip, but the others haven't, and I am hard on my nails. They always say don't use your nails like tools, but I always do. Always. I'll let you go, and you'll probably see me next doing something very exciting like crocheting on my blanket. So, as you'll have seen, I have read some more of Alchemized, and I thought I'd give you a little review type thing. Not really a review. My problem with giving a book review is that I'm more of a vibes kind of reader. Like, I don't really spend my whole time trying to find out. I'm happy to just read the book, and what happens. I generally don't try and figure out exactly what's happening. I do in the way I'm reading it, but if that even makes sense. But anyway, so what I can tell you so far, vibe wise, immaculate. Really very interesting. Pretty different from the fan fiction Manacled so far. Similar in certain aspects, but different as well. The world building it's a different world. The magic system is different. There are real differences in that. It's extremely dark. Extremely dark, very graphic in things at the moment, and I think it's heading down one of the routes from the fan fiction, which is even darker. So so far I'm enjoying it, but again, because it's such a dark concept, it feels odd to say enjoyed, but I want to read more is what I'll say. So as of chapter 13, those are my feelings. A new colour coming to the shop is bramble picking. With purples and greens and more purples. So it is oh sorry Bear, did you want to get up there? Hold on. Here. Sorry, Bear wanted to get up. So it is Friday the 23rd of January, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not that that's really relevant. And I thought I'd just give you guys a quick update. Sorry, get distracted by a cute doggo. We've all been there. So, oh, there it is. Thought I was going to lose my crochet hook. Can you guys see me? Is it a bit blown out? That's probably a bit better. So, as I said at the beginning of the week, I do intend. Oh, Odin, you're so cute. Don't do anything inappropriate, my angel. Odin, my love, that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. We do that in our own time, thank you. Okay, so since Wednesday when I recorded in the morning, I've managed to do, where was I? This much. And that's pretty good going, I think. This amount of time. Those eagle-eyed amongst you will notice I have not painted those 2 nails yet, and my thumb also needs to be redone. I will get to it, probably. So that's the progress I've made. I'm quite happy with it because it's quite slow going, as you do each row kind of twice to make any sort of distance. You don't do it twice as such because they are separate rows, but you work the stitches that will make the height into the row below, that beneath the previous row, so not the So it's almost like 2 rows back, really, isn't it? Because you work the next stitch into this one, but you're working, so where are we? Okay, so here we're making this one and we're working into the top of the round before the last round. So it is a bit slow going, but I'm getting there and it's looking quite good. This will hopefully be done soonish. Dropping everything. And then the one that I've made quite a lot of progress on, I'm actually very pleased with myself because, like I said, I do want to get it off the needles. I want it to be done. I'm over it. So tired of it. And this is what I've got left of that cake I was working on when I recorded on Wednesday. So I've done basically a whole cake in, 2 days? So let me, I'm a bit tangled, but that's okay. I'm not in the middle of a row this time. So I've managed to do all this. Oh, no, these stitches. I did not want to lose stitches and have to go back and redo. So, yeah. So I will be I'll be well into this final cake next time you see me, probably. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not, depending on how my day goes. But definitely by when you see me on Monday or Wednesday, I'll be well into this cake. So that's really it for now. Well, hello, Odin. Oh, you the cutest boy. Oh. Yeah, let you guys hear a little bit of his novels. Odin, come here, Odin. Do you want a good boy treat? Odin, do you want a good boy? Come on then. When you talk. Oh, I really hope you could hear his flapping chops when he shook his head. You're such a good boy. Odie, look. Hey. Look, he's done. it's Wednesday. I've done this bit so many times, so I'm just going to go with it. It's Wednesday the 28th of January, and this is the final update of week 4 of Finished in February. So let me just take a sip of my coffee, and then we'll get into it. It'll be quite a quick one because I've got a lot to do today. Please excuse the mess behind me. The chaos of this downstairs is just becoming more chaotic all the time. I just remind myself constantly it has to get worse before it can get better. And it's going to get worse yet because I have to move everything out of this room into other parts of the house. And that causes me some anxiety because hopefully it's only going to be a couple of days, a day or so, and I can put everything back. Okay, let's just get on. So we began with 9, we're now at 8. Spoiler, we're still at 8, but hopefully not for long. So we'll start with a crochet because that's on top. And let me just try not to undo any of these because I already have undone some. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Wrong way. So this, wow, actually that's a lot, isn't it? That's not too shabby. So I've done all of this from there to there this week. It's not too bad. Quite happy with that. Let me take my tape measure and measure what we've done. What do we think that is? Should I do a guess? Let me see. I don't know, about 9 inches maybe? Let's see. Here we go. We could name this episode, What is 9 inches? Okay. Oh, out my way. No space. Oh. 8.5 inches. If I was in one of those videos, they do on Instagram and the like, where they get people to pull up the tape measure to a certain number of inches, I think that would count as a pass. I'd count it mostly. Not a full pass, but mostly. Half an inch off. Not too bad. Hold on. Yeah. So 8.5 inches, which is fewer inches, I believe, than the previous week. And I had wanted to do more inches. It is what it is. Thing is, there's just not enough hours in the day to do everything you ideally would do. So I'm at 26 inches long. So I'll probably try and get to about like 35 inches. Which means hopefully I'll be done this week with this blanket, at least with the main crochet. I've still got to do the border. I've still got to do the border. I mean, 35 is probably quite a good amount for a pram blanket. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll put my progress keeper so we can keep track of the progress. I wouldn't think that would confuse me, but there we go. 3 pretty stitch marker, progress keeper. Really cute. I have a feeling my tension is all over the place with this blanket though. I don't think it's going to be a square or a rectangle. I think it's going to be like a, what do they call it, like a parallelogram. Is that it? I've got loads of this yarn left, so I'm just going to keep going for a bit. And have another sip. And this one, oh, we are on to the final cake. And not only are we on to the final cake, we're like a good way into the final cake. So hopefully, like I said last week, I wanted to be finished with this by like Friday of the following week. So yeah, and we should be doing that. And I've still got my 2 little nuggets for binding off, casting off. Where is the end of this though? Oh. Hello, where are you? Oh. No, thought I did. No. Oh, it's so big now. It really is getting big. Okay, here we go. I'm not in the middle of a row. Where are we? We are here. Oh yeah. Oh, I did a lot, didn't I? So we've done all of that. And what I've averaged, what was it, 6 inches I've been doing each week? Doesn't that look like a bit less? No, 7 inches. Is it 7 inches I've been doing the whole time? Or 6? I can't remember. You guys probably remember more than I do. 7 inches anyway. Let's grab a stitch marker. Progress keeper. Which one? Oh, maybe the bat. The bat's quite cute. I keep meaning to start buying like resin or I don't know if you guys can even see that. Oh, no, you can see that. That's not what I'm trying to show. Oh, bad, I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah. I keep intending to buy some resin or is it epoxy? Well, that's the same thing, isn't it? Epoxy resin. I'm making some charms to do my own, like make my own stitch markers in the kind of style I like, which is kind of like cottagecore gothic. I think maybe that, I don't know, but that's sort of style I want in stitch markers. So I'm thinking about doing something like that at some point. Honestly, I say that there's just never ever enough time to do all the things you would ideally do. Maybe once we finish renovating things, I'll have more time and energy, because that would be quite fun to do something a bit different. Yeah, so that's where we are. This one, I'll check in with you on Friday, and if all has gone to plan, then I can say this blanket has been cast off. The ends won't have been woven in yet. I can pretty much guarantee that. But I should have cast off. That's what I'm trying to remember. I should have eaten breakfast before I started recording, but I didn't. So, oh, getting caught in my own hair. So, if you've got, guys, have you guys been on a wonk this whole time? Should I adjust it? Let's see. See how I feel you're wonky in the other way? Just ignore it, it's fine. It's been like that for 10 minutes. It's fine. So, if you got this far, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. My voice went all weird then, didn't it? I really do appreciate you watching, and thank you for any of the comments you've left on my previous videos. It makes me feel a bit better, because sometimes I think to myself, who wants to watch this? Like, not because I don't think I watch things like this all the time, but I just think, why would anyone want to watch me do it? So if you got this far and you haven't subscribed, maybe do it. Just tap it, because I'd really appreciate that. And I will see you on Tuesday. Really? Well, I'll see you in this series on next Friday. But you guys will see me on Tuesday for my podcast.